Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dana and today we're going to continue with The Witcher 3, my very first playthrough. Previous episode we made it to the Skellig Island and we saw Yennefer. We saw a Viking's funeral for I believe so. It seemed very much like Viking funeral. I don't know any characters there. I don't know, should I not? But I made a crucial decision to go to Skellig because I was craving that main mission feeling. I've been doing secondary quests and Dandelion took forever to find. So yeah, I decided I want to come to Skellig and yeah, that's what we did and we're gonna see what happens here because like I finished I think almost straight after coming there. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just not gonna say that. Why do I keep trying to say that word? Further ado? Further ado? If I say further ado... Let's just play. Thank you so much for being here.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in
Yes,
Skellig.
she did.
Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts.
Oh, the island is so beautiful and the music is phenomenal. I love it. I love the ladies. Just beautiful. Have a sip of coffee, if you could call it. If you could call it coffee, because like, you know, I'm living my early 20s when... No, what am I saying? Late teens when I was obsessed with sachet coffee. Not that it matters in any way. I don't know why I'm saying this to you, but...
Will you reprimand? Sorry to trouble you.
Now you know.
I really have no choice.
What is it?
Our ship was wrecked against a rocky shore during the last storm. I've lost everything.
How am I supposed to help?
I haven't even got the coin for the journey home.
Same,
and with
bro.
each day's delay, I'd draw
Bro.
closer to bankruptcy.
Might have guessed you'd come around to coin. So, need a loan? Or is it just alms you're after?
I shall pay you back every last copper, I swear it. You need only call on me at my address in Novigrad.
I don't have any.
Heard a few too many tales like yours to believe yet another.
To tell you the truth, I'd probably not believe it either. Alas, I must count on the kindness of others.
I would have, boo-boo. Honestly, it's just that I really don't have any. I spent all my money getting here. Ooh, is there a boat? Yeah. Can I have it? Probably not. Oi! 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 Ooh, is that my aria? What am I doing? I think I need to go get pretty for the lady. I must- oh, hello!
Greetings.
Smooth seas this morn, as if the gods themselves were paying their respects to the great Conung Bran.
You a tailor?
I am. Only one in the Isles, most like.
Can you cut my hair?
Take it you're good with scissors. Give me a haircut.
Tain't something I usually do, but it wouldn't be right to turn down a traveller.
Appreciate it. Do you have some other styles? Bushy goatee. Let's see how this looks. Probably not good. Ew! Clean shaved. Sure, let's clean shave him. For all those smooches with Yennefer. You don't want no... No, wait, what are you doing?
So long.
No, not so long. Cut my hair.
Hey, Schuster. Take it.
Tain't some
Cut my hair. Long and loose. That's exactly what I have. Okay, let's see what this is. Yeah, no. This one was the best on him. Truly. What was that tool he was using? That's what he... Ha! Ha! No, God! Huh? Oof. What is that? What is that chicken cut there? There, thank you.
So long.
And do you have some cool outfit?
Hey, Schuster. Gladly look at what you got.
wise man. No common rags among my wares.
That's very good. None of them have armor though. Like, what is that? The pants look cool. That's very expensive, boo-boo. They're really expensive. I can't afford that, my friend.
So long.
Come see me again sometime.
I shall when I need a haircut, because those clothes are very expensive, my darling.
Maybe he's looking to get hard on the ship.
Outlanders are welcome to try too. Glory and
This has got to be Yen's room. She always did like
The
space
wild hunt.
and luxury.
From farmers and herdsmen, milkmaids and midwives, all the common folk of the continent whispers, sharing tales of greatly procession pounding across the sky. The wild hunt, they call it. Winds and gales, storms and blizzards arise when it's sight, and all grows cold, though the sun shone bright moments before. Some remember only the cold from the shock of the encounter and claim the riders come always in winter, but nay, this is not so. The hunters bring its own ice. Death and war gallop in its wake, or so the superstition goes. Yet evil enough is the hunt itself. It takes full captive youth, most often in the prime of their wielding years. With 10 to 20 summers behind them, the hunt rushes in and they disappear, only to return long years later with no memory of what passed in the time between. Yikes. That's not good, eh? What's that sound? No need for that. Stash. What can we stash? Let's stash this. Let's stash the outfit, because, like, for realsies, it's not gonna... Very fancy. Very, very fancy. Oh, wait. Why is that red?
Glamour. Scent of lilac and gooseberries, even with the lid on. Taste hasn't changed.
Of course not. Jennifer's. Who am I? Jennifer's. My thoughts turn with increasing frequency to the idea of capturing a djinn. If I could just harness its power, there is much I would gain. Amos war ipsis? Tome confirms that I have long suspected that despite my failure to do so previously, taming a djinn is in fact passable. According to var ipsis, the difficulties involved in bending such being to one's will can be overcome. He managed to do so at the least. Alice, this does not mean this method will necessarily be useful to me. Each djinn is different. Each case requires a singular approach. I have more experience unraveling such magic riddles than almost anyone else alive, and if Geralt, with his talent for wrestling unruly magic beings, agrees to help, we just might find a way to do it. The problem is we must first find a djinn, a daunting task unto itself. Okay. Interesting. Is that what I think it is? Is that the kink unicorn? It is?
The stuffed unicorn. She fixed it.
I guess she has plans for the unicorn. That is large, and his ass is turned right towards the bed. Come on.
No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a galleon. As usual, black and white.
That.
No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a
Where's
galleon.
my clothing?
As usual, black and
Where's
white.
my clothing? Is this mine? Oh, it's like some seance thingy. Broken rake. No, I'm fine, thank you. Okay. Slaughter of Sintra. Of the riders bounded across the blood-soaked courtyard, they looked at no one and asked no questions. They knew exactly where they were going and why: to kill the old queen and capture the Cintran princess. As to what would become of her after that, no one would say. Celanthi and a group of the most loyal subjects had barricaded themselves inside the castle. They were protected by stone walls and gates sealed by spell, but they all realized neither would last long against the concentrated assault by Nilfgaardian army and the mages supporting it. After 4 days, enemy soldiers forced their way inside. That must have been terrifying.
Desire de Vries.
Poison source.
The poison source. Still turns to it for inspiration.
Okay, I'll read that a bit later, if you don't mind. What is that? She who knows. Oh, Lady of the Wood came here from the faraway land, and since she suffered terribly from loneliness, she made 3 daughters out of the dirt and water. A long, long time ago, and mother was sole ruler of the Velen. Her daughters brought her the people's requests and served as her voice. Each spring, sacrifices of grain, animals, and men were made to the ladies of the woods on her special night. Yet as the years passed, the lady of the woods slipped deeper and deeper into madness. Her madness eventually spread over the land. Men took to abandoning their homes and setting out into the bog, where they became food for beasts. Before long, Welen was drowning in blood. The daughters saw their land nearing destruction and took it upon themselves to save it. When spring came once more, and with it the night of sacrifice, they killed their mother and buried her in the bog. Her blood watered the oak atop art Kerben? Serben? Who knows? And from then on, the tree grew wholesome and healthy fruit for the people. As for the lady's immortal soul, it refused to leave its beloved land, and so their sisters imprisoned it. To this day it lies trapped beneath a whispering hillock, where it trashed out in powerless rage. I lost that last bit there, but that's kind of interesting. So she knows then. Yeah. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. That's nice.
Her megascope? Guess she never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said, megascopes and toothbrushes. Deeply personal possessions.
What does a megascope do? sword for witches. Yeah. You ask. Okay, let's change him into something. Elegant skellig shirt. Yeah, my ass. This is disgusting. Ew. 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 This is not pretty at all. Yucky. This is so yucky. I don't like it. Phooey. Cool. Ugh. Yeah, let's put this on Roach while we're at it. Ugh. Ooh, I have some points anyway.
Right. Just not something I'd ever wear.
Doesn't look good.
What don't we do for our... Who exactly is she to me?
Ooh, a bear. That's a cool bear. That's a really cool bear. Who is she to you? You were asking, Geralt. Well, she's your lady. You told Triss to go because Yen is your lady. Hello?
A Nordling? Vagrant.
I wasn't. I wanted to talk with her.
Say Lugos is fixing for a fight. Not with the Black Ones.
What is she?
Brand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
What is this?
Hey,
Okay, I'll take a bolt, I guess.
May your axe never crumble.
May my axe never crumble. Well, thank you, kind sir. Geralt, what the shit?
Rare smile upon you.
Listen, Witcher. Got us some weird diabling.
The
You
who?
know, drowners.
Oh.
Real problem. The kind your silver sword could most certainly solve.
Totally, if you pay me.
Let me guess. They're tearing your nets, devouring your fish, and attacking the occasional lone boatman or tavern patron who walks home
I'm sorry,
along
but
the
he
shore.
looks ridiculous
Was
with
that
no
the
beard
only
and
harm?
that stupid
Terrors
outfit.
in the bay are meaner than on the continent. They hunt come dusk or dawn. Attack fishermen wielding just oars and warriors alike. Sea tosses them up after. Armor shredded, guts devoured.
Strange. Any witnesses?
Rurik, my apprentice. He was on a boat the Muir Diablin attacked. There's Tove, too. Her man was killed. She lives nearby, up a bit. Sorry, none other comes to mind. Those who see the beasts, meet him, well, they generally don't come back to dry land alive.
I'll take the job. Dealt with drowners many times. It'll soon be over. Got my word on that.
I will tend to it after. Okay.
You're pale. You drink last night too?
What are you looking at?
Nothing? Did you see my lady? I wouldn't be looking at no other lady. Well, so you would think,
that's it,
right?
Roach.
Oof.
Whoa there, Roach.
Here we are. And I was sailing somewhere.
Lead our ways, Drifter.
Oh, come on. Sleepy much, are we?
We serve her who is virgin mother.
Come on.
Cool,
Roach.
cool. That's a different saddle. That's a creepy, no, but not creepy, very, difficult a home to climb. Jesus, first of all, how far it is, and The height? Whew. But look at the view.
Bran was a
Wow.
great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You speak as though you have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
Okay. I so shouldn't have shaved his beard.
Introduce me.
This is my friend Geralt.
Friend.
And this is Berna, widow of the dear departed Bran.
The Queen Mother. It's a pleasure to meet you, Geralt. You must forgive me. But on a day like today, I'm afraid I cannot indulge in my penchant for long conversations.
Lovely outfit. You look dashing.
Thank you.
He does
You're dazzling.
You know I really missed your candidness. I'm glad we're here together.
Don't like funerals. Don't like feasts.
I know. You also dislike underdone meat and being teleported. But sometimes we must overcome our disgusts and prevail.
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Krach wants, but when we meet with him, we should have clear minds.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Do you plan to compliment
Yes.
me all evening?
I plan to tell you what I think.
Yeah. That caught a turn.
Excuse me?
Huh? Watch who you cross.
They're mean here too. Hi, Dougal.
So, what have you brought for the farewell feast?
Bread.
Oh,
sheep's
look
milk
at her.
cheese.
Our wagon's full of loot.
All those years.
I'm gonna step on
I
your
actually
skirt.
wondered what you'd look like.
And? Disappointed?
You've not changed at all.
Expect me to? What? Could have dyed my hair black? The Black Wolf? How's that sound?
Lady Yennefer. Sir,
Greetings, Arnvald. My companion is Geralt of Rivia.
I am honored.
Ooh.
Nice to meet you too. Quite a few guests.
They come to bid their king farewell. They come to see the claimants to the crown.
We wanted to talk to Krach on Crate.
The Jarl will join us shortly. He's assigned you a place of honor at the table just beside his
Wow.
daughter Ceres. Follow me, please.
They've seated us here.
I asked them to. Wanted to meet the notorious Witcher Geralt.
We've met. Don't remember?
That was ages ago. Yalmer and I were children when you last visited Orda. But you should meet your feast mates. Allow me the dubious honor. That's Halbjorn.
She's
son of
cool, I
Holger
like her.
Blackhand, Blue Boy Lugas, Madman Lugas' firstborn, and choking down a stockfish over there is Otric on Hindar.
Table of honor. Okay. Can she?
Forgive me. I remember our meeting all those years ago, but I don't recall your name.
Ceres on Crate, Krach her da, and her big brother Yalmer called a Sparrowhawk. A Jarl's daughter she is. Fat lot of good it does her.
Ceres is jealous, for the one among us who performs the greatest feat will be crowned king.
We all know the feats are a sideshow.
She's cool.
Our fathers will choose who will wear the crown. What do you
She
think
reminds me
this
of
will
Merida.
talk about?
You talk like that because you're short of strength and skill. Hey, remember when Hjalmar challenged us all to a race up the mount? You didn't stand with us then. As he buried his axe in that stump at the top to mark his victory, you were warming your chicken bones by the fire.
Had my reasons for not participating. But I would have won then, as I'd win now.
Now that you mention him, just noticed Hjalmar's not here.
My brother walks his own paths. But about the race, why don't we repeat it? I'm willing to challenge any of you, Witcher included. If I beat him to the top, venture to say that'd be a feat, eh? So you in?
If the Witcher's in.
Geralt?
Oh, I'm in.
Gladly. What are the rules?
Whoever pulls Hjalmar's axe from the stump at the top of the hill wins. Stray off the path and you lose.
And here I was, ready to puke from all the boredom. Let's go!
You are at the funeral. Boredom.
We're here. From this spot, you must reach the top of that mount. At the summit, you'll see the stump of an oak. Yalma's axe buried in it. Whoever pulls the axe from the stump first, wins.
I'm ready.
You'll start when I sound the horn.
Do I just run? Do I run?
Show me what you've got, monster slayer!
Dog-shite idea. You never pay up.
Just like that. Okay. Hi, goat. Am I allowed?
Hooray! Axe handles rotten!
It didn't really matter. But what's the English? It didn't even matter if I did the shortcut or not. She's freaking fast. Go on.
Show me what you've got, monster slayer!
I'm showing you. Come on, Geralt. Why are you so slow? I get really competitive. I'm sorry. Oof.
I won, but only by a hair.
No such thing. There's winning and there's losing.
Yes.
And I lost. We best go back to the week.
Let's. See the wakes in full swing.
Lost sight of yous. Who won?
I did.
I lost.
Lost to a Witcher, Sparrowhawk. It'll likely happen to any of us.
Should have I let her
Enough
win?
of the natter and let's drink.
Can't today, for good reason, believe me.
Well, if not today, then when?
You've been great company. Sadly, it's time we moved on.
Really?
Indeed. We must talk, but not here. You shall learn all beyond that door.
The way she speaks. I can't hear your music. You must play louder. Sorry, apologies.
Tell me, Luke.
Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a Witcher. Geralt, Jarl Donar and Hinder, and Jarl Madman Lugos.
Calling Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen. He's a common goat fucker.
Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole.
Whoa.
Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt.
The language.
Thought Skelliger's called a truce for feasts.
I know the hallowed customs, but Lugos ought to know that I'll not let him raid my Hindisfial bear.
You don't scare anyone, Donar. I'll be boys soon to plough your priestesses, drink from your tankard, and shit on your table.
What is wrong with him?
Sure to leave a
Pissing,
candle lit for me.
shitting.
Emperor would be very pleased to hear you quarrel.
His Imperial Majesty is more than welcome to visit.
Let him sail over here. We ain't
I'm
afraid of
pretty
the
sure
black
they
ones.
will.
Raiding coastal villages is one thing. Total war with the Empire is another.
Awfully mouthy, this one. Go stir your cauldron and pierce
Wow.
some boils, witch. Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
Okay.
Know what, Lugos? Just realized I don't give a damn about your hallowed rules of hospitality.
Finally, some diversion. And here I was ready to puke from all the boredom. Come on, freak. Show us what you're made of.
Move the benches. There's to be some gob slapping.
I'll screw him over. Talking to my lady. Oh.
tell what I know.
Need the table! Clown beat the bastard down. If you don't, I fucking will.
Mistake. Not good.
Clown beat the bastard down. If you don't, I fucking will.
No one talks to my lady like that.
Would you mind my kitties?
How the devil would I know?
I said no.
I would consider settling in Care Troll.
Mean to make your daughter a priestess of Freya? Sure the goddess Freya.
There.
You twisted me over.
Happy. Defended my lady's honor.
Had enough?
You got me good. That were quite a wallop. Still seeing spots.
Good.
Room rocking like a leaky tub in a hurricane.
We'll call it even then, soon as you apologize to the lady.
Don't hold it against me, milady. It's my deep conviction sorceresses are needed. Deeply so.
So you're being a jerk.
No offense taken. Forget about it.
That I like. And the knocking. It's what men do. Give me your paw, Witcher. Let me squeeze. It's a worthy.
Give me a paw.
Witcher, have a drink with me. Proof there's no hard
Can't.
feelings. And visit me at times, I insist. Yoren's been jabbering about bringing in a Witcher for that haunted lighthouse.
Nice.
Do me a favour. Meet him for an ale in the tavern near Arenbjorn. Then you but a short jaunt to find me, so as we can knock back something
Ooh,
stronger.
sounds good.
Here's to our next.
No hard feelings, but we'll have to drink another time.
Yes. We've important discussions ahead.
You land rats are all the same. Fear to you wenches.
My lady.
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermien's laboratory.
Didn't know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
Criminal.
Take it Ermien won't be there.
That's right.
And what's the purpose of this visit?
We're looking for an object. The Mask of Ouroboros. We'll need it.
What was with the face?
Now you'll tell me why you need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct.
It's not what we came here to do.
Yes?
I love you.
Footsteps. Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw.
No.
Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop, whereas peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales crew.
Can wait a bit longer, you know. What was that all about? You didn't do anything. Why are you fixing your clothes? Or did they?
That was close. This'll be tough to open.
Why?
Surprises never end. See the
Oh.
hands?
Hard not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come. There's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
How do you know all of this?
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia. Being romantic.
Wow. Really? I'll read that later.
Amazing
Wow.
how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a
What
druid.
is this?
Must be a real nature lover.
Yes?
Looks alive.
Yes?
Oh, I'm trying to...
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
100 loose an arrow if you saw that in the woods. A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it.
Cool.
Are you all right?
Cut myself. The door's locked. The animals. They're alive.
yikes.
Yen, watch out.
Yay. Oh, fuck.
Monsters. Coming closer. They're everywhere.
That's one less.
Strange. Smells of mushrooms in here.
No. In my mind, it's the scent of
My energy isn't going anywhere. Oh, okay, never mind.
That's one less.
Oh, okay, hello.
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Okay.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open.
How'd you do it?
Let's go inside.
Tricky witch.
I'll lock the
Ooh,
entrance.
pretty.
We don't want to raise suspicions.
Okay. Ooh.
Ah, our dear druid's laboratory. We must search it
Pine
thoroughly.
cone.
The mask
Didn't
of Ouroboros
expect
must
this.
be here.
A large female.
Large female.
A child's skull.
Wondrous world of insectoids. Ritual plant.
A sword in a stone. Things begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
What the heck was that, Geralt?
Ermion's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
Look at this. A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
What is he doing? He's
Looks
very
like
silly
Ermion
around
places
Yen.
something in the statue's hand. So, statue, how about a skull? Guess you're no indecisive prince.
Astra the pine cone?
What do you say we give it a pine cone? Nothing.
Okay.
Need something else. Gotta look around.
Yes?
A goat carved out of linden wood. Signed, to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's...
Laboratory worthy of an Imperial alchemist. Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi. Dwarven Triple Mead.
And a book.
Skelliger's Tales about the Wild Hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of...
Sorry,
Let's try
Mama.
Again. How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thought?
If he would have been clever...
Ermion enjoys jests achieved at the expense
If he
of
would have been
others.
clever, he would have, like, just the cup itself wouldn't have worked. He would need something to pour into it. Oh, yes. Lovely.
This is it.
I've come across something very similar recently in God of War. I mean, not as beardy, but...
We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before...
Yikes. Okay. Who are you?
It's a trap.
Who are you? I need my shield.
Hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate's still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yes?
What do you mean, yes?
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight.
I'm very cheeky.
Damn. I tore a hole in my dress. Wait a minute. I must mend it.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle.
I wouldn't mind watching. You know what I'm saying? No way. What is he doing? Oh my lord.
Wait.
For what?
We must talk to Croc.
Why? Think he misses us? Because I missed
Oh, that's so cute. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness gracious. Aww. What is she looking at? What?
Oh no.
What? What?
I missed you
What
too.
is it? The horse. Is it the horse?
When are you gonna finally burn this piece of junk?
My heart couldn't take it. So many memories. Damn it, Geralt. Do you have any idea how much they cost?
Come here. We gotta hurry. Croc's waiting.
Is that so?
Oh my dear Lord. Jesus Christ, that's...
Yan let go of the mane.
I know you. I let go, you throw us off. Don't even try.
With your butt cheeks. It's like...
My, oh my.
Missed
Oh,
you.
Jesus.
I missed you too.
It's just something, isn't it?
We ought to get back to the wake.
I must dress. Turn around.
Seriously? Oh, wow. What's with the unicorn, though? What does it do? Like...
Kraken creates asked about you.
We went out. For a breath of fresh air.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you. And we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forth.
Okay. What are they actually gonna do, though? What about the daughter? She should. Bad pussycat.
My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will.
That's cheating. Your daughter. Do it. Yay. What?
May the best man or woman win. What's
definitely should be her.
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to Speakerog. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now. How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood?
He wouldn't know.
I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to
Okay, so he
control.
was.
No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours.
That's very cute.
Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word.
Wow.
I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Magic anomaly on Ord Skellig somehow related to Ciri. Or so Yennefer believes.
It's my strong suspicion, but I can only know for certain by examining the site.
I saw the twisted forms. Right unnatural. The druids were barely able to contain it. Explain to me, Yennefer, how Ciri might have caused this great catastrophe.
I'm intent on learning that very thing.
She has magic.
Which I will do as soon as Ermion stops hindering my investigation.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ard Skellig's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it.
Cool.
Unfold. Tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages.
That's pretty cool.
Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye. Dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here and Ard Skellig.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true.
Wild
At any
hunt.
rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Okay.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalric further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken,
I will do
she just
no
might
such
come
thing.
to
I
her
will
senses.
help her, actually.
So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
I will not explain. I will help her because she should be the queen.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugus would sooner see a Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
That's very sweet.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Ard Skellig. I'll change into travel attire and find you.
So
head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of
loving.
forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krach. I will see you later.
Does that woman just like walk, or she always teleports? Right. If I'd have that, I'd do that too, I guess. Whoa! Oh my god, level 20. Should I fly? Imagine. Whee! Wow. I feel like...
Where are you bound, Wanderer?
How do I get down? Oh, oh. How do I get down, guys? I don't want to slide down.
Foreigner, watch your step.
Oh, I'm watching. There. There's the stairs. Need to get down. Roach, my buddy.
Wonder if
Little
he's
Lorgan's
strong.
birthday tomorrow.
Hi, Roach.
I've no clue what to give her.
Ooh. Yeah, I need to dress into something different now, because like, ew. Fui. Let's get those boots back on, because like those little shoes are not doing much for me. And sure. Right. As I was saying, I don't have that much money, so I don't think I can do much with it. Ooh. Oh wow.
Hold up, traveler!
What
Wait!
became of those nice pharaohs?
What is it?
You're clearly a fighting man with many journeys neath your belt. I'm in need of your help. You see, it's me sonny.
Aww.
I'm worried. Left home a fortnight back and hasn't returned. Will you see what's become of him?
Absolutely.
Would you mind?
Where should I look for your son?
East of here, midst the ruins of the fortress. He went there with some rogues from Pharaoh. Met him at the tavern. They filled his head with nonsense about some treasure. I said, Sonny, Pharaoh folk are liars to a man. You shouldn't fraternize with them. But he knew better.
How'll I recognize him? All I know is he doesn't listen to his father. Pretty typical for his age.
How did you know his age?
His name's Olve. A cheerful lad. A bit of a lisp. Nothing special about his looks. Except last I saw him, he was wearing a yellow tunic. Lovely. None other like it in the village. Got it from me a year back, on his birthday.
That ought to do it. I'll look around. No promises, though.
Let's help the man, shall we?
Like the grunting of a deer, only
You
louder.
watch it.
Better run back to the village at once.
Herbalist.
Greetings.
Greetings.
You got something. This is so pretty. Oh my god. Wait. Nothing. It was like nothing. Oh.
Come on.
Let's find the poor man's son, shall we? Ooh. So, I got a lot of potions going. Oh my god. The way? What is that? What, the fiend way?
3 days later.
Okay. Okay, let's try.
What now, you piece of filth?
What did I just do? Why? That was one fart and I'm done. What level is he? What?
The fiend.
Ah, he doesn't like fire. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. A bit too soon. That's a bit too soon. I don't think I can do it. He's strong. And I don't have the... I just spent all my money on... Witcher contract. Skellig. Yeah, that's level 29. I'm level 20. Come on. Yeah, okay. Gwent, frickin' hell. No. No, 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 no.
Run, Roach.
Look at that. Wow. Wild horses. That's incredible.
Either nosy or plain.
Well, I love this island. It's so beautiful here. Wow. Jump, Roach. Oh, shite.
Slow now. Whoa.
Okay, I'll take it from here, Roach. Hello? Wow. They're big. What's happening? Okay. You will name your child after me. I know. You've said that before. I know. You're very welcome. It was my pleasure. Cool. Cool.
What are we going to do, sir? Look! Look!
Been away of someone. Maybe they got lost.
What's that?
Hold sing ballads about.
Put it here, hold it, and chop.
Of course.
What are you pouting at?
What's this sign?
The time will come for that. But you gotta stop with the fun.
Anyway, I was on my way to do this little thingy there. Yeah, this island is for the level up folk. Okay.
Hey,
Okay, there's a lot of... Let me see. Can I? Thank you. Oh, hi.
Your mum shot you out. Now the grave will take you back.
Why did he stop burning? Thief's journal. Oh god. Cheers to you, old goat. Okay, what you got there? Oh my goodness, was that shit? Was this what I came here to do? Seriously? Okay, we're gonna finish today's episode here. It was fabulous. It was fabulous. There's a lot to do, and this island is, like I said, for the leveled up folk. So I might go back to Novigrad, or I'm just gonna give it a go next time. We're gonna do some secondary quests. I'm not gonna go with the main quest just yet with Yennefer. I'm gonna do secondary quests and some contracts maybe here. So we can explore the island and what's it all about, and maybe buy some more potions from someone. I need to get some more coin because I spend it all on the ticket to get to Skellig, you know. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. I will see you very soon. Have an awesome day. Bye.